I'm Margaret Kerrigan, and this is Art Market Minute from ArtNet Pro. It's Monday, September 8th, and these are the top market stories going into the week. The art market has shifted back into high gear with New York's Armory Show and Frieze Seoul kicking off September. However, we're short a few big players following several notable gallery closures over the summer. Blum, Venus Over Manhattan, and Clearing among them. ArtNet's art detective Katya Kazakina joins me to discuss how these closures are rippling through the art trade as we head into autumn, which is typically one of the busiest seasons for business. Welcome, Katya.
Great to be here.
All right, so give it to me straight. Why are so many well-respected galleries shutting down right now?
I think the art world is in a precarious state. Each case is different, but many voice the same concerns. Rent and operating costs are high, primary market prices are untenable, fairs are too expensive, major collectors have stopped buying art or significantly reduced their spending. The next generation isn't there to take over from the old guard, and it's no longer fun. Clearing's Olivia Babin told me what's crushing everyone right now is that there is a decrease in revenue and there isn't a decrease in overhead.
So how are the dealers who are still trying to make it work coping with these pressures?
A lot of dealers are quietly downsizing, like Tanya Bonagdar, who is closing her LA space, Almin Resch in London, Canada subleased its Tribeca Annex, and The Hole in LA is looking to do the same. Others are keeping shows up for longer or doing fewer fairs. I've seen galleries trying to drum up business and move inventory by offering 25% discounts and emailing lists of art titled, "Everything is under $20,000. And it's not just galleries either. Auction houses are casting wider nets and offering more incentives. I recently found out about the Bring Us a Number approach that essentially allows bidders to name their price. It doesn't mean they'll get the piece for that price, but it's a good tactic to entice bargain hunters. I wrote about it in my recent column. Check it out.
And for the cover story of ArtNet's mid-year intelligence report, which is dropping this week, you also wrote that the downsizing that's underway could be the beginning of something new and great. How so?
I think we'll see a big shift in major players over the coming few years. Dealers in their late 20s to mid-40s who don't have massive overheads and have more insight into a younger generation of buyers. Some are adopting a nomadic approach with no physical gallery at all. Others are experimenting with seasonal spaces in different geographic places. Overall, there's a rethink of the grow or go model.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what sticks. Thanks, Katya.
Thank you.
The Armory Show in New York saw over 230 exhibitors partake this year, many who said sales were better than expected, even if on the low and slow side. Most works were selling in the $100,000 range, though prices reached as high as $1 million on the opening day. Notable sales included a $125 pearl fine work at Barry Campbell, several works by Emily Cohen at Dimon Gallery, priced between $8,500 and $40,000, and works by Tracy Emin and Kiki Smith at Galleria Lorcan O'Neill for up to $1 million. Opening day sales also had a little oomph at Frieze Seoul, where Hauser & Wirth sold a $4.5 million Mark Bradford triptych. The fair also saw an uptick in Asian galleries this year, although some Korean art insiders told ArtNet's Vivian Chow that they are concerned that the absence of certain Western galleries may make the fair look too regional. Lastly, this November, Christie's will auction the $180 million art collection of late Weiss Markets chairman Robert F. Weiss and his wife Patricia. Featuring 80 lots, it includes works by Picasso, Matisse, Mondrian, and Rothko, among others. That's it for this week. You can get more details on these stories on news.artnet.com. Make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever else you get your podcasts to stay up to date on the latest news in the art market. And please also take a minute to rate and review us to help others discover what we're doing. Art Market Minute is produced by Sonia Manalili and me, Margaret Kerrigan. Thanks for listening, and see you next week.